Good morning. I'm actually gonna share my video with you before I leave for work. Last night I went for a walk on the beach, and last time I did that, I had a kind of a profound feeling, and last night was the same thing. I've shared before that I've often felt alone, lonely, growing up, even through my marriage. I don't know if part of that's being an introvert. Now that I've been an empty nester and out of a relationship for a little while, I being by myself, I don't feel alone. And yesterday, I also shared that I was reading the book, The Five Love Languages, and I can't really say that right now when I think about it. And I don't know if the other people feel the same way. Maybe not. Maybe, just because I told them I love them and thought I was showing it, maybe they didn't feel it. I don't know. Uh, I know when I think about these people, I think about the feelings I had for them, the love that I had for them, but for some reason I don't feel like I got it back. Or I don't, that doesn't, when I think about it, it doesn't stir anything up in me. But last night while I'm standing there, I was standing in the water, what the waves were crashing up, it was dark. And I'm just looking up at this curtain, the sky, and uh, or not, well, yeah, I mean, it's always the sky, regardless of night or day. But seeing the stars up there. And of course, I've got a lot of stuff going through my mind. I'm trying to get a lot of stuff done, trying to move forward. And I just had this sense, whether I heard a voice or I was just talking to myself, whatever, of I have everything I need inside of me. I just have to do it. And I think we've kind of been programmed through the years that we always say God, He, that God is a male figure. And I always seem to refer to it as that. Now, there's some people that say, mother, father, father, God, father, mother, God, whatever, mother nature is the earth. But last night I got a sense of, there's a duality to it, that there's always a positive and a negative. Even the yin yang is male, female, positive, negative. And I had a sense of a compassionate female side to it. The wind was blowing. So I felt like it was like caressing me, saying, everything's going to be okay. You got what you need. And the waves were kind of like the masculine side of it, saying, you can create miracles, but your feet are on the earth. You're still going to have to deal with life. So, there's two sides of it. There's the miracles, there's magic that happens. We have powers inside of us, but we're still spirits having this human experience, and that's just part of it. And it was kind of a reassurance, hey, you're not alone. You got what it takes. You're going to have to deal with both sides of this as they come. You're going to have to create as you deal with the gravity, so to speak, something holding you down because you're not out in space just floating around all free. Which leads me to the second love language, which is quality time, which I was spending with myself last night. And these love languages, I realized this morning, we can use them for ourselves. Affirmations, we can say affirmations to ourselves. We can spend quality time with ourselves. And if I think that's important, first of all, to be able to do that with yourself before you can do it with a partner. And just remember that you have to listen. We too often want to, when someone is telling us something, we want to interrupt and try to explain our side before they even give it out, get their side out. You have to seek to understand. You have to understand where they're coming from first. So if it is quality time that you're lacking and your partner's trying to tell you, well, I'd like to go do this, this, or this, and then you interrupt, say, well, I tried to do this, or I'm busy, or No, give them the opportunity to speak. There will be adjustments that you have to make. That's being in a partnership. So if it's quality time, if that's part of their love language for them, you have to do what they want to do. It's not spending quality time that you think is necessary. So again, this all, and when I'm listening to the book, I'm like, that's all fine and great, but when you start to practice it, it's difficult. And I think one of the keys to being able to do this stuff is to be able to do it with yourself. It takes awareness. I keep saying it. You have to be self aware. You have to be aware of your thoughts and your feelings, how you feel when things happen, what you're saying when things happen, understand how it's affecting the other person, especially when it's your partner. See, that's what I don't get. If I'm in a relationship, I, you're my goal. The purpose is for us to be happy, make each other happy, and grow together, not to be button heads. Uh, so whether you're in a relationship or not, these are things that you can practice on your own, and be prepared for when you do get in a relationship, or start practicing now before things are too late. Uh, because the example that he gave in the book, he these people were at a seminar and he gave them his time, and he told them both to give each other affirmations. Go 2 months with just pointing out everything that they do good. Don't expect anything in return. But they were both told to do the same thing, but separately, not together. He took them each aside and told them this. And he called them 2 months later because the seminar was out of town. And for the man, it worked. He was more happy because she was recognizing that he works hard and that he pays the bills and he's a good provider. But for her, and he would tell her, it's she cleans up. Thank you for cleaning up. Thank you for taking my clothes to the cleaners, and he was affirming all the good stuff about her. But what she was wanting was quality time, which was lacking because he worked so much. So they discussed it, and he realized that that didn't work for both of them. It was she needed quality time, and the husband was like, "Oh, you mean like take her to the symphony," which she'd been asking to go to. So listen to your partner, listen to what they want, and it works both ways. It can't just be one sided. So don't look at, and I know some of you might be listening to this and saying, "Well, yeah, but." You got to look at how it's gonna work, not how it's not gonna work. That's your energy flows where your focus goes. So if you're focusing on how it's not going to work, then that's where you're going to end up stumbling too. So if you really want it to work, keep your eyes open and say, I'm not going to be a pincushion, but do what you have to do. Do your part. And if things start to change, then you move forward. If it's absolutely not going to change, then that's something different. But always look at what you want and the positive outcome. I love you guys. Have a great day.